What up, you guys? Empress of Duality here. For those of you that are new or might not know, my name is Brooke. Welcome to my channel. Love Vibe Tribe, what's good? I love you guys. Thank you for all your support along my journey. Thank you for always showing up for me. So today, I only know a few things, okay? So I know we're going to be talking to some twin flames. What up, twin flames? Thank you for your service. But Spirit told me that we're going to talk about twin flames today. We're going to do a reading for twin flames today. But we're going to do a reading for the twin flames that are still single and the twin flames that are in separation. Okay? I'm excited to see where this goes. I can feel that there's some good messages going to come through, but that's pretty much all that they told me. So with that being said, what up, Spirit? Let's fuck it up. I'm excited. This is fun. Single twin flames. What's good, baby? Divine masculines, divine feminines in the house. We shall see. Messages come through for you. So I've already created a safe and sacred container for messages of the highest good only to come through. Messages of love, healing, and the utmost clarity for you guys. I have blocked and denounced all inorganic frequencies, energies, or entities from being able to step in this safe and sacred space. It's feeling good in here. And I also invoked and invited in Master Jesus and Master Mary Magdalene in this space, the union of divine feminine, divine masculine energy. It's about to get lit up in here. So if y'all would like, take a step into the space. You are welcome here. You are safe. I love you. Let's do this. I'm gonna sit on my feet. Don't judge. Twin flame singles. Twin flame singles. So I'm gonna do a little bit of channeling and I'm gonna pull some cards. I'd like to invite you guys to step deeply into your body, to step into the space. If you're a twin flame single and you want some messages, step into this space, whisper it in my ear. Okay. Twin flame singles. Those of you that have been on the awakening path for a while, you've been on the light worker's journey, the hero's journey. For one, we see you. There is a part of you that is very satisfied with how far you have come on your own. Not saying that you have done all of this alone. You have had many helpers and supporters along your journey, but haven't quite yet found that divine counterpart. Some of you even have the idea in your head that you're satisfied being alone. Hold on. I done fucked up. Sorry, Spirit. Ooh, I lost it. What were they saying? Y'all give me a minute. I ain't done this in a while. What were you saying? Okay. Some of you have constructed the idea in your head that you're completely satisfied on your own, that you are the source of your happiness, and this is true. Just like Brooke, we put her in the middle of her twin flame relationship in union with her divine counterpart, and happiness still follows her. So yes, it is true that your happiness is a source that comes within. However, there is a duality perspective to this. To find that balance, to find that neutrality in your journey, you have to accept that yes, you are the foundation of your happiness, but also you have to accept that there is a part of you inside that is calling for your divine counterpart to come home to you. And I feel like some of you kind of push that to the side. You're like, you know, I'm good. I'm doing my thing. I trust spirit, da-da-da-da-da. But, and like when feelings of, you know, being lonely or nostalgic or desiring your partner, your teammate, man, your divine counterpart, that sacred relationship that you know that you deserve, you don't entertain those thoughts because you're like, oh, well, that's like counterintuitive, right? Well, what Spirit is saying that, you know, there's an acceptance piece for whoever I'm talking to. There's an acceptance piece and admitting that, for one, you're a twin flame. Because some of you are like, you know, twin flame, okay, I've heard about it in the spiritual community. I might be a twin flame, don't really think it's that important. But from my own journey, there's something that happens when you admit or you accept the label of the twin flame. It's almost like it's like a Bible. It's like a guidance system filled with light codes and downloads and activations. Once you step into that label, you are not defined by the label, right? Sure, I identify with the twin flame journey, but I am so much more than a twin flame. However, by accepting that part of myself, by admitting that I am a twin flame, by admitting that I know in my heart that there was somebody out there for me. We were supposed to do this mission together. You can feel that inside of yourself. And maybe for some of you, you've been working on your business by yourself, but in the back of your mind, no matter how successful it is, you know that there's like someone that's going to come along and partner up with you and take the business to a whole nother level, right? All right, let's see. Okay. So, twin flame singles. I hear what they're saying, but it's hard to translate. So I'm going to give you an example. So I remember before I met my twin flame, I was all into manifesting, right? And I had a list for spirit, like, I want my partner to be, into spirituality. There was an image of the person I was seeking in my head. long brown hair, green eyes. Let's see. Mine was like a guy with long curly brown hair, green eyes, into spirituality, and like the little list, right? Your little manifest checklist. And I feel like some of you have even done that, where like you made a list of your like ideal partnership, right? And you told spirit, you wrote it down, let it go, right? The only way that I can share with you what they're saying to me is to share my personal experience with what the hell they're talking about. So Spirit's saying that there is a fantasized image in your head of the twin flame relationship. And I could feel some of y'all are like, not me. I know better. I've seen people online talk about twin flames and how it's this and this and this. And like, I know better. But hear me out. Hear me out. They're saying like, even if your twin was right in front of you, that you would miss it because of your personal ideas and image of who you believe you're meant to be with. So for example, this is the only way I can explain what they're talking about. Like when it came to Danny, my twin flame, when it came to my twin flame, if I would have looked at him through the checklist that I made, through, even if that checklist was like from my heart, you know, like I felt like these attributes would complement me as a person. I had these certain values that I wanted to see in the other person. While that is healthy in a way of creating boundaries and self-love for yourself, because you're saying, I'm not going to accept less than what I deserve, it can also be counterintuitive, because as you set that energy in motion in your mind and it manifests into your reality, it's like putting a filter on. So every time you look at, let's say it was your twin flame, you'd have a filter on of what you are looking for in a person. While it can be helpful because that person can reflect back to you your manifestation. Oh, that's a sign. I asked for somebody with long hair, long curly hair, green eyes. I knew that I was supposed to be with somebody like that. By the way, Danny does have long brown hair, long brown curly hair and green eyes. So I got some of it right. But dang it, that distracted me. So why it's counterintuitive is because you have this image in your head of what you're looking for, but that is from the ego's will, right? And it does create a distortion in your perception. So what I mean by that is like, you know, I wanted someone my age, obviously someone probably a little closer to home. I never thought I'd have to move to Canada, right? Wanted someone that was like really masculine, into sports, and, you know, had a really nice body and could keep up with me when it came to spirituality, and that had a gift like I had, right? And what I learned with Danny, and what Spirit is saying about the image that you hold in your mind of your twin flame that you're supposed to be with, is if I would have went seeking to find the person that matched my mind's description of who I wanted to be with, who I was meant to be with, I never would have seen Danny. He is 18 years older than me. He lives in Canada, doesn't have the body, right? Doesn't have, you know, all these other little things that were on my checklist, especially like surface level things, right? But he does have the values. Like there were these morals and values and love, unconditional love and purpose and mission. He has all of the values. But if I would have looked at him from what my ego wanted, right? Manly man playing sports. Like, Danny doesn't do sports. And Danny, we're very different in some ways. Like, he can rebuild a whole truck if he wants to, but he's not going to come play basketball with me, right? Like, it's just. So, take that as you will. That is the best way I can describe what they're talking about to me. Because even, along my journey with Danny, there were times where it was like my mind, I was fighting my mind with what I felt in my heart. I knew Danny was my twin. I knew he was the one. But when I looked at him through the distorted filter of my ego's desires, of my ego's expectations, it would cloud all of my love for him. There were times where, like, I had a really hard time because I didn't feel like I found him attractive, and that was hard for me. Like, how can I be in love with someone but I don't even find him attractive? And like, it was a battle between like God's will and my ego's will. And it's kind of hard for me to like talk about that sometimes, but like, it's just the truth. That was my journey for a while, you guys. Feeling so in love with this person sitting in front of me, but my ego would just become so attached to the image I had in my head of what my partner was going to be like. And that would just internally cause this push and pull and this contradicting energy and this battle within myself. To the point where, like, I had these doubts, and I didn't feel like I found him attractive. I didn't really want to be affectionate, didn't really want to be intimate. And in that moment, I had a choice. Like, I can either follow my heart and say, fuck what my mind tells me I want. I can follow my heart, and I can give this a shot. But if I give this a shot, that means all of those negative thoughts in my head, all of those limiting beliefs in my head, all of those distorted desires in my head, I have to put them down. Because if I don't, I'm always going to be looking at my divine counterpart with a fucked up filter, with a vision that is not true, that is not clarity. And it's so easy. That could have pulled us apart. I could have easily said, you know what, Danny, like, I just don't find you attractive. I just can't do this. Like, I could have went that way. But I followed my heart. And I don't know what that means for you guys. Maybe you have this image of the person you want to be with, and that image is causing you to overlook the divine relationships that Spirit is sending you. Because what's the first thing? Don't lie. What is the first thing we think about when we see somebody? They're attractive. They look good, right? That's like the first thing as a human. You see somebody and you find them attractive, you want to talk to them. Well, what if the person that they're standing beside that is not as attractive, that to you isn't even attractive at all? What if that's your twin flame? Would you want them then? Would you do it then? Right? So you gotta take that filter off. So let's see. Twin flames and separation. Okay, that was twin flame singles. Twin flames and separation. They want me to share another story. So I was in a relationship for 4 or 5 years, and at the end of that relationship is when I had my spiritual awakening. And I thought that this person was my twin flame. So we were dating, we broke up, I had my spiritual awakening. I started to wonder if he was my twin flame. We got back together for a little bit, and then we split ways again. Haven't talked to him since. And I thought that he was my twin flame. I really, really thought that he was my twin flame, y'all. All the signs. I looked at all the videos. I remember how I felt with him. Okay, and come to find out, he was not my twin flame at all. And I can't tell you how much I really believed that he was my twin flame. And I even went through, you know, different tarot readers, and they would be saying, oh, he's coming back, or, you know, your twin flame is with a karmic partner. And like, that's what it was in my head. Like, my twin flame, we're not together, we're in separation, and they're with their karmic. And I remember I used to call his girl his karmic or whatever, right? And like, I really believed that that was what was happening, that my twin flame was in a karmic relationship with someone else, and then he would come back to me whenever the time was right. I was wrong. Wrong. It was an attachment that I was holding on to. So why did you want to tell me? So for some of you, you know, you were with someone, you think that they're your twin flame, y'all are separated, and you feel like, so you've gotten to the point where you feel like, fuck, I keep losing it. I'm sorry. You've gotten to the point where you've said that you've let go. Okay? They're like, we broke up, we're in separation, we're in no communication, right? He blocked me, I blocked them. But you still believe it's your twin flame. But you've gotten to the point where you're like, okay, well, I let go, I surrender. But you still believe that they're your twin flame. So you see the contradicting energy there? You can't let go and still believe that they're your twin flame. Same thing with me and, you know, the person I was dating. I was saying that I let go, but I was calling him my twin flame. I was watching the YouTube videos, the tarot readers talking about twin flame, talking about their karmic partner. That's not really letting go, right? So it's almost like you have to shatter that identity to set yourself free. And this twin flame journey, from Brooke's understanding, this is what I have learned for it to mean. The twin flame journey represents a template that other light workers before us constructed as a guidance system to learning true love and to embodying a state of being that resonates and vibrates in unity consciousness, right? Union, masculine to feminine, union, right? It's not necessarily about a particular relationship, but a relationship that resides within you, within balancing your masculine and feminine energy, and therefore attracting that in your external reality. You can think about like Jesus, right? So the twin flame template is like you could think of it as like a program even, or like a Bible, but it's like a energy signature that you can open up and it has all these codes. It has all of these different ways to heal yourself. It has activations. It has wisdom, knowledge, how to embody true love, true unconditional love, keys and codes, man. It's got all of this shit in it, right? But there's this fantasized idea about the twin flame journey that it's like all about a relationship. And it's just not, in my perspective. And just when you think that you know what true love is, right? Some of you maybe have been awakened for years and like you know what unity consciousness is. You know what the twin flame journey is. You know what light working is, energy work. But spirit can always show you a deeper and deeper truth to love, right? So you may think you know what love is, but always leave the door open for spirit to show you a deeper truth. So where are we at? 26 minutes? So let's see. You know what they just showed me? For some of you, it could even help you when it comes to this twin flame journey to kind of redirect your understanding of, because whatever your understanding is, it's a vibrational set point within you that you're creating from, right? So to kind of open yourself up to receive deeper truths, to receive higher perspectives, to receive more clarity about your twin, about your journey, something you can do is just like close your eyes. And they showed me, like an iPhone, how you can swipe up, right? Swipe up and close your apps. That's what they showed me. So you could go into a meditation, close your eyes, and when you think of the twin flame journey, see what apps pop up. Is it a person? Is it an idea about what it is? Is it nostalgia? Is it grief? Is it desire? See what icons pop up in your mind when you close your eyes and you think about the twin flame journey. And then Spirit wants you to take all of those apps that come up and just close them. Swipe, 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 swipe. Almost like letting go of whatever it is that you think you know and just opening up a clean slate to see things differently. Because they're making me feel like for some of you that are in separation from your twin, it's just been kind of like a loop in a way. So let's see. Twin flame singles and twin flames in separation. Anything else? A song just popped into my head. It is by Elena Baraz, Alinabaraz, I think her name is. But the name of the song is Can I? And in the beginning of the song, she goes, if I told you I could give you life, would you leave the boundaries of your mind? I bet you never even knew that there's a universe inside of you. Can I take your pain and make it go away? Would you let me be your getaway? No, 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 I bet you never knew. There's a universe inside of you. Okay, I can go all into it right now. Look up that song. Look up that song. They said, Can I? Elena Baraz. Look up that song. They said, go into a room, cut the lights off, pitch black room, cut the lights off, play that song. If you have some headphones, even better. Play that song. Close your eyes in a dark room with the headphones on, listen to that song, and they want you to tap into the twin flame template. Tap into the energy dynamic of the twin flame journey. And they have something that they want to share with you. Something about intimacy. Okay. So for some of you, what would make you feel more comfortable is going into, and whether you are a single twin flame or a twin flame in separation, you can connect with your twin flame counterpart without being with them. That's not like against boundaries. Here's the thing though, you don't want to go into meditation about your twin flame and connecting with your twin flame with an image of a person. Like, no. Even if you think that you know who your twin flame is, or you know that you know who your twin flame is, go into that intimate, is what they said. That's a very important word. Go into that intimate space, no lights. If I'm gonna be honest, like, maybe not that many clothes, like vulnerable, like step into vulnerability and intimacy. And with a mirror, okay? Play that song, look into the mirror, tap into the twin flame energy, the energy between you and your twin flame, the energy of, the energy that you hold when it comes to the twin flame journey. And I feel like some of you, like, this is going to be challenging. I feel like some of you can't look at yourself in the mirror without clothes on. Like, some of you don't feel comfortable sitting in front of a mirror, like with a candle, with like maybe your shirt off or underwear and a bra on. Like, I feel like some of you don't feel comfortable doing that. But if you can trust yourself in spirit enough to create that sacred container, cut the lights off with a mirror and a candle and sit in front of that mirror, listen to some music and tap into the twin flame energy that resides within you, intimately, vulnerably, honestly, in your integrity, and be open to receiving what spirit has to say to you, some shit's gonna come through for you. Yeah. Now I'm picking up on like some sexual energy. I don't know. Let me see something. I'm not gonna go too much longer. Okay. Can't make this shit up. Surrender. I feel like it's been for some of you that are single, or for some of you that are the ones that are single and the ones that are in separation, both parties here. I feel like it's been a long time since you've really been intimate with yourself. And that doesn't mean that you have to, like, do the whole, like, okay? I'm not saying that you have to, like, fuck yourself open, even though Scorpio here, I would suggest that you would. But when they're talking about the sexual energy, there's like a discomfort that you feel. I feel like some of you even listening to this right now, like you're uncomfortable with me even talking about it. Like you're uncomfortable with even thinking about being intimate with yourself. Like you're uncomfortable with like touching on your own body. But like, let me tell you a secret. Spirit's saying, you know, when it comes to the body, it's like an energy portal, right? And when you touch on the body, it's like you tap into these little energy portals that are inside of you. I'm sure that there's like a more technical term, but I learned this stuff all on my own. No one's like taught it to me, so these are the words that I have, okay? But like throughout the body, there are these energy centers. And within these energy centers, just like in the spiritual community, how people always say tap into the heart, right? You're used to tapping into the heart portal to receive higher wisdom, to receive downloads, higher perspective, unity consciousness, right? But just being intimate with the body and touching the body, it opens these sacred portals for information on a DNA cellular level to come through to you. But you can't get that seed and birth it without going into those spaces within yourself. And the relationship that you have with yourself is the foundation for all of your relationships. So, you know, if you're in separation and you're wanting your twin to admit the truth to you, you're wanting your twin to show up and show how much they love you, you're wanting your twin to be honest about what they did, honest about what's happening, honest about how they feel. You know, you have to hold that space within yourself. You know, you can't receive love if you don't give love. You can't give love if you don't receive love, right? That is the balance. That is the twin flame journey. As above, so below, as within, so without. If you're not willing to go into yourself and be vulnerable and intimate with yourself, you can't expect someone, your twin, to come to you with intimate information, vulnerable information. So you think that they're blocking you out, when really that block is coming from within you. So if you can go and do this meditation that they're talking about, and you sit in a room with the light off, in front of a mirror, maybe a little bit of clothes, and just touch your body and listen to the music. Feel into the body, feel into the energy portals within your body. And a good place, how you know where to start, if you're like, Brooke, I don't know where to touch my body, I don't know which energy portal to tap into. If you have any aches in your neck or in your jaw or your head or whatever, those are good places to start. You can touch and access sacred information. Okay? Okay? Telling you. Let's see, anything else? I think that's about it. This will be the last message. Karmic partner in the reverse, tribe in the reverse. I need to light the sage on that one. So the Spirit has brought up 2 meditations today. And when I say meditate, that doesn't mean you have to close your eyes and like that's not what that means. Like you can literally, like when I channeled just a second ago, I just sat here, closed my eyes, tapped in the Spirit, let it flow. You don't even have to close your eyes. Like you can be completely conscious and be in a meditative state. The meditative state is just like an embodiment of presence, like present moment awareness. And when you're in that meditative state, that present moment awareness, your capacity to receive heightens. Your ability to access information, to process information, to integrate, to ascend, to activate. Like that's where you do that from, is that meditative state. But you can be conscious and like interactive in a meditative state. I don't even think I want to go into that energy. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Okay. So I think I'm going to stop there. I did some channeling for you guys. Did some messages for you guys. If these resonate and you got a question, if the messages were for you and you want a little more clarity, you got some questions, drop a comment. And I will talk to Spirit and we can pull some more information for you, bring some more clarity in, get some direct answers. And if you would like a reading, you can go to the website or you can go to my Instagram and just message me on Instagram. I do like text readings too. They're pretty cheap, like 20 bucks. My Instagram is Empress of Duality. My TikTok is Empress of Duality. Website is empireofneutrality.com. Danny and I also have a blog series on our website. You can go to the blog section and there's some really, really good stuff in there. But with that being said, that is long enough. 42 minutes. I love you guys. Happy full moon. Empress of Duality out.